When you've been watching the hit reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians for more than a decade, one might think that all the Kardashian-Jenner siblings are very close to each other and are pretty much like a team. But is it really the way it seems to be? Fans have started to notice a certain tension between the eldest sister Kourtney and the rest of the clan, especially the millionaire entrepreneur and influencer Kim. But what has caused the sisters to drift apart? Why do the rest of the sisters gang up on the Poosh owner like that? Well, you're at the right place, because today we're going to talk about this and so much more. So without further ado, let's get started. The Kardashians have always been rich, and it's an undeniable fact. However, a lot of people might not know this, but Kourtney was the one who gave her family entry into the Hollywood world. That's right, folks. Kourtney was the first child of the Kardashian-Jenner family to be a part of any reality TV show. Out of all the participants, the Poosh owner stood out the most in Filthy Rich Cattle Drive. She starred in the show in 2005, and shortly later, the infamous sex tape of Kim Kardashian was leaked, which gave an unbelievable boost to the family's stardom and fame. However, the hatred and judgment of the Kardashian-Jenner family towards Kourtney still doesn't make sense. Out of all the siblings, Kourtney was the one who had the most attention and validation from momager Kris. And if you're an OG Keeping Up with the Kardashians fan, you might already know this. But now, even the momager prefers to take Kim's side no matter who's right and who isn't. But what caused the drift? Well, out of all the siblings, Kourtney is the one that sacrificed her privacy the most. From giving birth to 3 kids on live television to allowing the problems in her romantic life to be displayed on the show, Kourtney was constantly in the spotlight until now. The star has drawn some healthy boundaries and allows only a particular and rather small part of her life to be shown on live television. However, we all know that the Kardashian-Jenners thrive on drama and media attention. So let's just say Kourtney's doing something that wasn't so on brand for the Kardashian family and played an important role in creating a ridge between her and her family. The sisters have shown dislike and prejudice regarding the Dollhouse author on different occasions. From Kim to Kendall, every sister has either subtly hinted or openly shown a dislike for Kourtney. For example, during a Q&A session on The Late Late Show with James Corden, when the host asked Kendall to rank her siblings from the best to worst, the model replied, "I say Rob is number 1. He's so good to his daughter. Then it would be like Khloe, Kim, Kylie, and Kourtney." Now you see, out of all the siblings, Kourtney was the one who had her kids before the rest, but Kendall ranked her at the last place. Why? We don't know. What we do know is that out of all the Kardashian-Jenner siblings, Kourtney's the first one to distance herself and her family from the spotlight to a certain extent. Yes, they are still a part of the show, but unlike Kim, Khloe, or Kris, Kourtney spends a limited time being in front of the screen. But is Kendall the only one who subtly hinted at Kourtney being the least favorable sister? Well, she might be the only one who was subtle. That's right, folks. In another talk show, when asked about her top 3 sisters, Kim ranked Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie. She left one sister out, and everyone can guess which one. Now, that might be subtle, but in several outbursts that she had on her reality show, Kim clearly called Kourtney the most boring and the least interesting to look at. As if that wasn't obvious evidence of her dislike towards Kourtney already, in response to the Perfect Skin representative's fake humanitarian comment, she yelled, "I actually do stuff for the world, and you effing fake it all day long and act like, oh, there's people dying, Kim, and what the F are you doing about it?" On top of that, the Skims owner also accused Kourtney of being unprofessional and not being dedicated enough. And since we're talking about the family being a little harsh, distant, and overly critical of Kourtney, how is it possible that the famous Kardashian catfight isn't mentioned? We're pretty sure we already know what episode and what fight we're talking about. For those who don't know, in the 18th season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim and Kourtney got into a pretty bad physical fight where both the sisters attacked each other. How did the fight start? Well, we already know that the eldest Kardashian sister has been wanting to distance herself from the spotlight for quite some time now. And when Kourtney couldn't be present on an occasion where Kris wanted all the sisters to be, Kim lost it. And how did that fight end? with Kim's notoriously extra dark spray tan on the wall after Kourtney slammed her against it. Oh, and the expensively manicured nails also came in handy and left some pretty obvious marks. Alright folks, so these were some of the few reasons why Kourtney is on the hit list of pretty much the entire Kardashian-Jenner clan. That's all for today. We'll be back soon. Click on one of the two videos on your screen right now. We'll catch you guys in the next one.